Hey, FlippySize here, and today I'm going to be doing a video. It's kind of like a follow-up to my previous video about the Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch Ice Cream Sandwich Update features. And this video is requested by MYAJ6, and they wanted me to show the contacts because I know in the previous video I blocked them all out, and I do apologize. So I created some fake contacts and fake information so I can completely show you guys everything. So let's get started. First of all, I just want to let you guys know I'm not very familiar with all the features that were in the previous gingerbread version for the contacts, so I won't be able to tell you like exactly what's new, but I am going to tell you all the features of it so you know what they are. So let's go ahead and open up the contacts. And as you can see, this message will pop up. You can swipe right to make a call, swipe left to make a message, which I'm going to show you. So I just have all these are dummy contacts. So as you can see, if you swipe left, it's a call, and if you swipe right, it's a message, as you can see. So when you swipe left, it does make a call, which as you can see, it has their name, their number, and everything else. So it looks, the call looks exactly the same as before, and you can choose that message not to pop up. And if you swipe left, it makes a message, which you can either use Chomp SMS, messaging, whatever else you have installed. Chomp SMS is my favorite, but I'll just go ahead and show you the messaging. As you can see, it looks exactly the same. You can type in your message, add attachments, choose more people to send it to, and then send. Let's go ahead and get into the look of a contact. So as you can see, a plain contact with just no photo and a number will look like this. It'll have no photo up here, it'll just have the silhouette, and then it'll have the phone number with a call and messaging option. Below that, there'll be a connections, which if you click on it, you can actually join contacts. So say if you have like multiple one of the same person, and one's like a mobile, one's a phone, one's a work number, and an email, you can conjoin all of them and put them into one contact so you don't have to keep track of all of them. Then below that there'll be groups, which I'll get into that in a second, and then there's ringtones. If you click on the pencil in the top right corner, it'll go into editing mode, which you can change the name, the contact photo, the phone number, what type of number it is, the group it's assigned to, and the ringtone. Plus, you can add other things. You can add a phonetic name, organization, email, IM, address, notes, or nickname, website, events, and relationship. So you can add a lot of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and show you a contact that is already filled out with lots of different information. So here you can see their photo, which if you look, here's the whole photo, and when you go into the actual contact, it's kind of like zoomed into like the middle of it or the bottom, I'm not exactly sure, but it doesn't show the whole photo. Then as you can see, there's the phone number, you can message them or call them, their email, which this is just a fake email that I made up, Chase DeJong, and you can email them straight from here, and then the website, youtube.com/FlippySize. Then you can go to connections, which you can add their Google Plus, and you can view their profile. If you have a contact that is integrated with Google Plus, then all you have to do is swipe to the left, and it'll go to their Google Plus updates, their most recent one being up here. As you can see, I did one update a little bit ago, adding a photo, my profile picture, and then just a little message saying, "Hi everybody." So here you can see all of their Google Plus activity straight from your contacts. Like I showed with the other contact, to add things you just go into editing mode and then add another field. But say if I want to add another website, say if I have like a second channel or something, I can't just go into add another field and then click website because it's not on there. What you have to do is go to your website that you already have, and then right above it where it says website, you have to click it to add another one. You have to click that plus symbol. Then you can just type in whatever website you want, and then you have two. Now I'm going to talk about groups. If you go to the top left corner, you will see that there's all your different groups, such as not assigned, co-workers, family, friends, etc. Now, say if I want to add one to friends. You just click on the group, and then you can either search contacts or just click the add button and then select the ones that you want to add, and then just click the check mark and boom, they're in the group. To add a new group, you just go into the Groups tab and click the menu button. Then this menu will pop up where you can search, new, delete, or change order. You just click on new. Then you can create the group in all accounts or certain accounts that you have in your contacts, such as Google+, Facebook, etc. You just type in the group name, so I'm going to call this one YouTube. And then you can add a specific ringtone for that group, and you can add members. Say if I want to add number 1, then I just click the check mark, and then I click the check mark again, and there, as you can see, if I go down, there's YouTube, which has my new group and their members. If you click the little menu button and select change order, it'll come up with these little 6 dots, which you hold and drag around and release to change the order. Then you just click the check mark and you're done. If you look at the top right tab, there's a star, and if you click on it, it brings you your favorites, which under it, it'll have your frequently contacted with their photos, and then on the left, their names, as you can see, 1 and 2. If you click on the menu button, it'll open this menu, and you can search, add to favorites, or remove from favorites. I'm going to click on remove, and you can see that there's a checkbox which you can just check, and then hit the check mark up there, and they're removed. You can do the same thing for adding. Click menu, click add, and then it'll go through your contacts, which you can select the contacts you want to add, and then hit the check mark up here, and there you go. They come up as these squares, which reminds me of kind of like the Windows 7 operating system on the phones, and you can just click on it and it'll bring you to their contact. As you can see, there's a star on top. Another way to add them is to go into your contacts, and as you can see, it has a star. You just select one and you start, and there you go. It's on your favorites. Now, if you click the menu button from the normal contacts tab, it'll come up with a lot of options. There's delete, speed dial setting, import export, merge with Google, accounts, send email, send message, contacts to display, and settings. Delete, well, that's obvious, you just delete contacts. Speed dial setting, if you go into that, it'll have a number pad like that you would dial with. As you can see, number 1 is voicemail and 2 is contact 1. If I want to add 1 to 3, I can just click on it and I'll add contact 2. You just tap on the contact and there you go. It says the name right down below and the number in the top left corner. The third option is import export. If you click on it, you can import from USB storage, export to USB storage, import from SD card, export to SD card, and send name via. So these are all importing and exporting, as you can see, between devices and to your SD card. If you click send name card via, you just select the card that you want to send, or you can send multiple. Click the check mark and it'll come up with options. You can complete using Bluetooth, email, Gmail, messaging, a note, well, that's in my app, share as a QR code, Wi-Fi Direct. Now, your options may be different depending on the applications you have installed. The fourth option is merge with Google, which if you click that, it'll just ask merge with Google account. You click OK, and it'll merge them, and then you will have your Google contacts from your Gmail and your Google Plus in your contact book, which is very handy if you don't want to have to go online to get someone's number or things like that. The fifth option is accounts, which I'm not going to go into that just because there's a lot of different of my emails and stuff on there, but all you do is you click it and it's just a simple menu. It'll just have the different accounts you have on there, such as Facebook, Gmail, etc., and then you can add from there by clicking the little plus button or just selecting the accounts to use for your contacts. The sixth option is send email, and if you tap on that, it'll come with contacts, logs, groups, and favorites. Now, the only reason one contact is showing up is because it only displays contacts with emails on them. So, if you go to groups and you see friends like I added, there's only that one because it only has an email. If you go over to contacts, you can select the ones that you want, and then you just click the checkmark button. Then it'll ask you which app to use to send the email to your contacts. The seventh option is send message, which if you tap on that, it'll come up with all your contacts that have a phone number. There's contacts, logs, which shows your call log, groups, as you can see, friends, which I added these two, and there's also favorites, which I added. So these favorites are the same ones that you have in your actual contact book. If you go back to contacts or favorites or groups, whatever, you can select the contacts that you want, and you can choose either phone number or email, which I'll just choose phone. Same here, which if it only has a phone, it won't ask you. And then you just click the check mark button, and same thing. It'll ask you which application you want to use to send the message. The eighth option is contacts to display. Now, if I show you this, it'll have contacts to display up here, the name, and then it'll have all contacts or different accounts. So as you can see, here's my Chase Dijon at Gmail, and there's no contacts except myself, as you can see. But if I go back into contacts to display, I can select all contacts or other accounts that I have on here, which I do. But if you go to all contacts, it'll show all the contacts for all the accounts. The last option is settings, which is not that many. You can have only contacts that have phone numbers be displayed. You can list by first name or last name. You can display contacts by first name first or last name first. And then you can send contacts. So as you can see, there's not many settings. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Those are all the features I can find on the contacts, and I really searched, so I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything, and I really like the new contacts, especially because of the Google Plus integration. That is very nice. So thank you very much for watching. Please like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. The links will be down in the description box below. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe by clicking the button right up here. Thank you. See you next video.